Welcome to the drawing board for the symbol systems theory. What do you do when all around you the data yearns for more? Well, Gabrielle Solomon believed that the natural effects of technology were not as important as what can be done to ensure that the information was able to become successfully transferred information. It is not about what program are you using on the computer, what show are you watching on the television. It is about what is happening that allows that information to become processed information. And so he went to his drawing board, and I'm sure he scribbled a many different things. But here he found it. The symbol systems theory. How does he ensure that it is effective? Well, it has to convey a real experience into a representational form, hence the term symbol system. Symbol systems must have at least two things. First, there must be imagery, which includes pictures, photographs. Then there must be verbal communication of some sort. So that could be music, that could be talking. But together the two represent a real experience. So that in turn creates a complex relationship between cognition and symbol systems. And since learning is a cognitive process, symbol systems actually, in Salomon's words, mediates the entire learning and process that incorporates symbol systems. And so if he were to make notes, his notes would probably go back to the data, which he was obviously upset. And he said that the previous data actually ignored the importance of symbol systems. It focuses instead on universal achievement. And so one of the things he made sure that his data focused on was the effects media actually has on learning. And so one of the notes that he created was that symbolic coding elements of particular media requires mental transformations, which in turn leads to the mastery of the skills. And so, yes, they take into account for the learner their level of knowledge, their skill, and then they are able to create specific media sequences that actually lead to this individual processing the information. And so, yes, all of this is the nature of learning. And so now social media has become a big thing. But it's simple because even if you deal with Facebook, you deal with Instagram, you deal with Twitter, it's all about the message. Yet, when you incorporate the social media into the classroom or any type of media into the classroom, there's a presentation. And when it's presented, it actually has the ability to do what? Transfer information. So you process the information somehow. There's a reciprocal relationship. So no matter what the media is, media and learner do what? Influence each other. And so if I were to compare it to anything, you can think of it as you're in your car, you're learning how to drive. And I remember being 15, learning how to drive. And I'm in my mom's car, and I'm learning how to drive. And there was nothing more frustrating than saying, I wanted to drive, but what is this? And so when you are inundated with symbols that don't convey any real experience to you, that you don't know what they mean, you see symbols you don't get, that means that information is not transferred. But once you realize, oh, the tank actually represents your gas, the one with the /min, which once looked foreign to you, that tells you your rate of speed. The Celsius actually tells you the temperature of your car, if it's running hot or cold. You have another symbol that actually represents your speed. You recognize those things. You don't get thrown off because you see a seatbelt sign, because you actually recognize these signs. You are able to do what? Look at the road and drive peacefully and calm down. So, in essence, symbol systems is the media's effect on learning. Thank you.